everybody, it's finally here, the younger and shorter sister to Belle Tress TWIX, coming up. I purchased this wig style as a sample. You can find it and order it at Wig Studio One. If you drop below this video, I'll attach a direct product link there. You can follow that link out to the site where you can see all of the colors and the pricing. You can also find out when this wig is expected to ship. We invite you to shop at Wig Studio One. If you have any questions for us, please reach out to support@wigstudio1.com. So here it is, the younger and shorter sister to Belle Tress TWIX. This style is called Amber Rock, and it is in the color Tres Leches Blonde. So today we're going to talk about Amber Rock. I'm going to give you the specs, but we're also going to do a side-by-side comparison with Belle Tress TWIX so that you can get a really good sense of the difference between the two. So many of you were holding off on ordering, you shared with me, because you wanted to see this shorter version of TWIX. TWIX is about an 18-inch style, and it has a heavy density, minimal layering, and this bushy, crimped spiral texture, okay? Amber Rock is going to be exactly like TWIX, just about 5 inches shorter. On the style TWIX, you're looking at a 17 to 18 inch overall length, and there's very minimal layering. And on this Amber Rock style, we're looking at about 13 to 14 inches. So about 4 to 5 inches shorter on Amber Rock. Amber Rock features that same temple to temple extended lace front and left monofilament side part assembly. I absolutely love this monofilament setup on this style and on TWIX. And there's really very little else difference. Now, a lot of you have shared with me, those who have purchased TWIX, either you really like it or it's not for you. There's definitely a niche buyer for this type of style. So I want to put it out there right now, whether you're looking at the TWIX or you're looking at the Amber Rock, you have to be aware of several things. You have to be aware, number one, it's a really thick density. Okay, this is a big, bushy, high profile style, very reminiscent of my favorite decades gone by, the 70s and 80s. I love this. Somebody said strap your roller skates on and your charming t-shirt and go to the rink, and it's like, yes, I could definitely see it with my my baseball socks with rings on them, you know, those old baseball socks, and then some really cut off terry cloth shorts and my groovy t-shirt. I'm all set in this style. But you know, something like this is timeless, just because I think, you know, a spiral perm is still something people get, and some people are lucky enough to have this naturally. But you have to love this big, bushy, high profile, and heavy density. The other thing that you have to be aware of, and I tried to explain it in the TWIX videos, is on this texture, okay? There's only so much a camera can pick up, but this is a frizzy texture. What happens to your hair when you crimp it? It's gonna get a little bit frizzy, right? This has a crimped and also just some of more intact spirals. So it's a combination of those two. Some are just a crimped texture, and then you do see a little bit more of a spiral going on in places. You have to love that, because it's not going to change easily. This is a heat-friendly style, a part of the Cafe collection by Belle Tress. You can use heat to it. I can't imagine doing that. I can't imagine that I would want to do that. If you attempt to straighten this wig, it is not going to work. It is an indelible pattern of curl here that you have to love right out of the box. I also want to point out that this frizziness at the ends, that is not damaged hair. That is not a snarly damaged hair. It's very soft, and you can still run a comb through it, okay? It is not snaggy, so you're not getting that snaggly look, but because it does have that crimped texture, you're getting that fuzzy look. Somebody said, well, it's damaged, it's, you know, it's defective. It's not. This is the way it's supposed to be. build the expectation that this is what you're going to get. When I looked at the product photos, I guess I was expecting Amber Rock to be even shorter than it actually is. So I would like to see this about maybe shoulder length, just a few inches shorter than this. I could cut it, but I would have to do a really nice job so that I don't get that strange ledge straight across blunt effect. You'd really have to go in with some thinning shears to make that work. So we've got TWIX at about 18 inches and we have Amber Rock at about 13 to 14 inches. So what happens when you take a TWIX and you trim 4 to 5 inches off of it? You're still going to have the same amount of volume, but you're going to get a rounder look. On TWIX, the fibers tend to be a little heavier because they're longer and it kind of pulls that profile down, where on Amber Rock, you're going to see a lot of bulk. And that's just a part of the way it goes. Now, this is out of the box. I gave it a shake. I coaxed it into the parting pattern that I like and wanted. And for the most part, it does stay away from the face, even though we've got that 13-inch layer right there in the front. So I'm going to do a turn for you, and then I'm going to back up so you can get a sense of this profile. Again, just like TWIX, just shorter and maybe a little rounder because of the shorter length. Let's go ahead and move into that side-by-side comparison so you can really get a good sense of both of these styles, and then we'll do a little bit of styling for Amber Rock. Let's first try with glasses. Yep, works really well with glasses, just like the TWIX style does, and every one of the Cafe Collection styles. So let's go ahead and just move this around a little bit so you can get more familiar with Amber Rock. We'll see you next time on TAZSWIG Closet.